So it's a popularly held belief that you can't know pleasure without knowing pain. You can't know who you really are without knowing that which you are not. And I think there is absolutely truth to this. Indeed, it may be essential in order to know the contrast, in order to know the darkness, before you can really know what light is. If you've spent your entire existence in a state of pure bliss and light, then how do you know how good you got it without knowing something that contrasts to that? So the question is, do we have to experience cycles of pleasure and pain indefinitely in order to know and appreciate the good stuff, the positive side of things? And this is definitely very much open to debate. It came up recently in a discussion online, and so I offered another possibility, another viewpoint that I thought that I would share here, which is that, yes, we have been exploring contrast in order to know better who we really are, experiencing separation in order to know what oneness is, experiencing lack of love in order to know what love is. But it is my view, or at least I am just proposing here, that it does not have to be this way forever. That this isn't a necessary contrast for existence, for life, or even to know what the good is going forwards. That, in fact, there is a possibility, a potentiality, that we can shift this dynamic, this paradigm of back and forth, good and bad, light and dark, pleasure and pain, struggle and elation and excitement, and that there is actually a state of being that we can move into in which you leave behind this back and forth contrast experience, and instead you move into a state of being in which it's not all easy, it's not all light, it's not all, there are no struggles anymore, and there's nothing to challenge you, but instead to move into a state of being in which your challenges are how good can you stand it, in which your enjoyment, your adventures, your explorations are in states of being, in states of ecstasy and bliss, which we have only caught glimpses of in our human lives here. Experiencing love in relationships, runner's high, drugs, when you hit some kind of a peak experience, sex, deep meditation, various states of being that we may have achieved in the course of yoga and our various spiritual explorations, that these are just the absolute tips of the iceberg of states of being that can actually be achieved, and that there is a potential future ahead of us in which we can leave behind, these experiences of pain and confusion and why am I here, and do I even want to be alive, and what's the point of it all, and move into the state of being in which life is amazing and beautiful, but not boring, but not, okay, there's anything more happening here. You're just sitting on a cloud and it's all easy and good. But instead you are exploring other potentialities, other possibilities of beingness, explorations within consciousness, within different dimensions throughout the universe and other universes, in which you are challenged by how deep you can go into yourself, by how much light and ecstasy and bliss you can withstand, and expand your state of being through those states of being, and so that you are reaching for and achieving ever deepening, ever heightening, ever evolving states of being into the oneness and into bliss and ecstasy and other realms and experiences that are entirely beyond description. And that becomes the adventure, the exploration, the experience of beingness is what are the possibilities of existence being incredible beyond our current imaginings, and how can we continue to create an even more fantastic reality. So just a possibility to consider. Take care.